Feels like love, Cupid made a shot.
Hi guys, how's everybody doing today? So I just try to get cozy here. So I'm finally going to do these 3 sets. I don't know why they've been bejeezing my soul, and I think it's I'm stuck on this color. I'm just not 100% sure I'm a fan of this particular burgundy and what I was trying to do with it, but I'm going to try it again. I don't know, it's weird. It doesn't show up good on camera for me. It's just giving me all types of issues. Nothing to do with the product though, it's just me and my preference. But anyways, so I have a pretty good XX stiletto here. Nope, it's not a stiletto, is it? I have a XX ballerina, or coffin I should say, there. And we have about a long oval, and then we have a medium stiletto here. I think that's why I'm saying stiletto right in front of me. So we're going to do 3 sets using these products. This is some ColorFulJuly products. I'm going to try to kind of stay in with just using that, like this, what's in my little basket here, minus a top and base. But I have an idea or two for a couple little things. Let's see how it works. And we'll see if we go into the box with grabbing anything else, but I'm going to try my best to stay in here in this little box of goodies. Alright, let's begin. I'm going to start by putting a base on all 5 of these nails, and then I will go ahead and give that a full cure. Now that I give that a cure, I pulled it out and I tried to put the blue chrome just over top of like the clear nail, and it just wasn't as pigment as I wanted it to be. So now I'm just taking some of the ColorFulJuly burgundy and I've mixed it with some base coat just to kind of thin it out a little bit. And now I'm going to go over, after I cure it, and then use the blue pigment. It works a lot like how you would use a black and then put a pigment over, or you're going to get the true essence of whatever pigment you're using. So I really wanted to kind of change that burgundy into like this blue type of purplish nail. Now with the remaining 3 nails, I'm going to go in with this really light blue, almost silvery type of tone. And I thought that would just be a nice contrast to the darker nails. And again, I did go in and do a very thin layer of that burgundy just to help the color make sure it pops a little bit more. Once you've gone in and you chromed all of them, go in with the dust brush and make sure you just want to get all of any excess off of that, and then you're going to want to top coat that. I usually use a glitter top coat when I use 4 glitter, I should say, because you will get little particles of it in there, so I find it just works easier that way instead of messing up a good top coat. So now that we have those nails top coated, before I go in and cure it, I'm going to actually tap in some glitter and just kind of give these some glitter accents. I'm just going to use the blue glitter here and just kind of give these nails just a little extra sparkle. And then I will go over, after I cure it, I will go over it again with a top coat just to make sure that they're all sealed in. Now that I went in and they're all glittered up, I am actually going to go over these blue ones with another color of chrome just to tone them down a smidge. I want them to blend a little bit more into the other ones, and I feel like the blue is just a little too harsh, so I wanted to go over with a secondary chrome just to kind of give it a little toned down effect, and it almost makes it look a smidge more purple-ish, I guess you could say. I don't know, I really like the way that these turned out. I feel like I changed the colors quite a bit of what they naturally were. So there we go, that's all for the first set. Now for the second set, I'm actually going to mix some pigment in with the burgundy polish, and I'm just going to see what type of color I can create. I think with the burgundy and the blue, we're going to get kind of like a purpley-ish tone, but we're just going to kind of mix with it and play along and see what we get. So if you do find that, because this is even a pudding gel, so it's already a thick gel, so if you do find that we're adding chrome to it, so hopefully using some of that pigment, you're going to find it might get a little thick, so I would recommend just adding some base coat to it, and that'll help thin it out. So this is what I did here. I don't know why I took that part out, but it's fine. So the first little mixture of the color and the paint, I put one coat on the nail. Now I went in and mixed more color with it, and I'm gonna go on and put it over the whole nail. Now this gives it like that bluish, tealy, I don't even know guys, it just gives it this really cool little like shaded color on top. And then I'm gonna go in with a toothpick, and I'm just gonna put a whole whack of little swirly lines and just give it this like crazy little texture to it. And I really love the way that it looks at the end. It almost has like this marble type of look. I don't know, it's just like an easy way to go and get this to transform into like a more of a textured type of nail, I guess. Okay, so now that they're in the lamp curing, it kind of gives it a cracked effect. That's what I think I'm thinking of. So we're just going to go over these two with a light color of whatever was on the palette there now. And then I'm not quite sure what we're going to do. I'll check back in a few seconds here. Okay, I see what we did. We just went in and did 2 coats of the color, so we kind of just got a solid color on that one and had the effects on the other 3. So now going in and I'm putting all the little hearts that we also got in this little bundle that they sent us. So I think I'm going to put these hearts almost looking more like a flower though, so I'm going to put them all together with like the little heart points facing in. And I think I'll add a couple of caviar beads in the middle just to kind of give it a little extra something. Okay guys, and here for the other one, I guess I did that off camera, I apologize, but I got a little carried away with caviar beads. I literally just placed a whole whack of them on the other nail there you see sitting down, and I'm just top coating this one. This one is done. So now with the other nail, I actually kind of just went a little crazy and I dumped over pixie crystals all over it. I do go ahead and I top coat it, and then I just dump a whole whack of pixie crystals all over it. And I do find with putting the little caviar beads, it kind of holds them in and gives it like a different like element to it. I don't know, tell me what you guys think. Is it something you would wear or just not your jam? Here we are guys, that is the finished second set. What do you guys think of this set? I don't know, I really like the texture of those three nails. I love the pointer finger with all the bling. The little flower guy, he's cute. But what do you guys think of this set? And now let's move on to our final set. Okay guys, so now we have our XL coffins. I'm just going to paint them the natural color of the burgundy. I'm going to paint all of them, and then I'm going to go ahead and paint the sweater effect on it. Now, I've never tried the sweater effect. This is my first time ever trying to paint it. There's definitely things I would do differently, and I did, after even trying this, go ahead and watch a few other videos, a few other YouTubers, and I definitely did this the harder way, I think, because I did it kind of backwards, to be honest, but I'm gonna leave it in because I feel it's important that we show that we're not all perfect. We do make mistakes and we learn from them. So I'm gonna show you what it turned out like anyways. It's not my best work, but you know what? It's not my worst either. So here I'm gonna start. I actually start by putting the two lines down that actual nail on each side first. I think that's where my first mistake was. I don't think I should have done that first. I think that should be my second step, but this is the way I did it. I did matte the nail so I could see the gloss. I feel that made it a little bit easier also to see my work, because it was hard to see gloss on gloss. So I feel like if you matte the nail, then you do get to see your gloss work a little bit easier. So I think that was a win for me there. So I go in, I do my two lines down, and then I'm gonna go in and do like that little I don't even know what it's called, kind of like an L and then capital L and then a little soft L attached to it, kind of that swirly thing. I don't know. This is how I did it. I think I did mine a little harsher than I think I would want it as well. I don't think I'd want it as like sharp the lines, and because I did it this way, I feel like I didn't do it that even. So you guys be the judge and let me know what you think, good or bad. Either way, I'm grown, I can take it. But so I do that, and then before I cure it, I do go over and I use a acrylic. Now I tried it with a white acrylic because I wanted it to stand out a little bit more, so the white acrylic is going to color the gel a little bit. I do kind of like that for this set, but it's just the way the sweater print turned out, like the pattern, it's not that cute in all honesty. And when I was looking into this design, I seen there was a little bit of another easier way. If you just do 2 lines side by side all the way down, and then you would attach them on angles. So that's probably a little bit easier of a way, especially like me learning as a beginner. I'm never doing this design before. I probably should have tried that way first, and then that would also help keep your line way more straight, because I went a little cockeyed over here, I ain't gonna lie. I was sideways. I see it, but it's all right. We're gonna show the public anyways. Not the best, but it surely can't be the worst out there either. Okay, now that we have our gel all cured, I'm going to take, this is like my glitter brush that I use to dust off glitter. It's a little bit harsher, so I just use that to get it all dusted off. You see, I went a little sideways there, but I think if you do the 2 lines side by side and then connect them down, you would have a way better chance of keeping that straight. So I'm definitely going to do that next time. Do that first, and then do the 2 long strips on each side, your lines, and then do your little like quite little checks or whatever on the side. I think that would be a much better and easier way for me, especially learning, and maybe use a different, not as dark color, but who knows. This is the ending of it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It was a little hard for me to make, I'm not gonna lie. I struggled with this. I think I just put too much pressure on myself, but I definitely like the way the 2 turned out. The 2 like the bluey ones and like the darker purple there, but the natural sweater nails, I'm not 100% sure. I like the color, it looks good just like that, but I just think I just didn't do the best of job. But what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. Give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed. Share with a friend, they might get a laugh or 2 at least, and I will see you guys in the next one. Oh yeah, make sure to hit that subscribe button.